We are good to go at Titi's House podcast. We are back. It's funny how we started on YouTube, and I feel like our YouTube is not growing. How we get the YouTube to grow?
Our YouTube is growing.
It is?
Yeah. Our YouTube, I can tell you, we got mad views on there.
I seen that we had like 1,000 views on something. I guess maybe because we don't have a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, that don't really matter. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and I'm not subscribed to
You're
nothing.
not subscribed to anything? I don't subscribe either.
Yeah,
I think because you have to be, I think a lot of times people don't subscribe because you have to be logged in to your YouTube to subscribe. And if you're like me and you don't remember your password,
you don't know
you'll
none of your
never
passwords.
get on there to subscribe to anything, right?
Exactly.
That's how I feel. But yeah, well, we're still in 21 countries.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, my TikTok is growing too.
Yeah, how's that looking?
It looks like our views, sometimes it just depends on the topics that we're talking about. I think it just, if it's an interest to people and just getting it through the algorithm, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny how you search something on, I was listening to Tejano music, and now all this Tejano music comes up on my thing. So why am I not coming up on people's feeds like that?
No, it's funny how the algorithm will feed you whatever they seen you, or when your phone hears you talking about something, it start popping up in your Instagram like ads and stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of ads for it and stuff. Like, what's up with that? That's crazy. So, you know, as we're getting closer to the holidays, man, it gets harder for people to kind of, you know, celebrate. I always say it's hard for me to celebrate too. I just really do it for you guys because I know it's important. Family is important, you know. But there's a lot of people out here hurting. They don't have families. I was watching. This is the year to watch Christmas stories. Man, yesterday I was watching this Christmas story. I cried the entire time.
Why?
It was a girl that came out of it. Her mom, she said her mom was on drugs really bad. This is the Christmas story, y'all. The mother was on drugs very bad, and the father didn't want to take care of her. So he let her go into the foster care system. And she ended up, you know, being in the streets for a while. And then, of course, she put an ad on Craigslist. Remember when Craigslist used to be real big? I don't know how old this Christmas story is, but she put an ad on Craigslist for a family. And so many people responded to her ad saying, I need a family too. So she threw, this is a true story, by the way. I can't remember the name of the Christmas story, but it was a true story based on a true story. So she basically put an ad on Craigslist, and a lot of people responded, and she threw a Christmas party for people that didn't have families.
Dang, that sound lit. And that's probably been her family since. Like all them people she probably built good
so her
relationships
professor at her college professor said, I didn't know you didn't have a family. She didn't know her history or her thing. So her family actually brought her under, you know, their wing and invited her to their Christmas party, and then brought in another girl too. Man, that had me crying. I hate when I get like that, all mushy because the Christmas story is sad.
No,
I like love story Christmas stories.
Yeah.
I don't want to cry. It just made me cry because it's so true. Do you know how many people are in that situation that come from bad homes or the foster care system that they don't have families?
Yeah, I could imagine. And then I guess in the foster care system, you're moving around every year or every 2 years, or it could be randomly where you move and then you're with a new family or back in a home.
They used to have group homes.
Yeah, group
homes. Do they still have group homes?
I'm not too sure.
I don't think so. Not like before.
Yeah,
group homes used to be everywhere. I don't see group homes like
they probably
you
don't
used to.
got the funding for it. The way that they be canceling
programs that are so much needed, man. It's so sad. So I wanted to talk about, you know, the holidays. I want to talk about traditions and, you know, if you're married to somebody that you might not be the same religion, like, you know, just multi-faith couples or multicultural couples too, because their faith might be different from yours. And then if you're just married to somebody that don't celebrate Christmas and don't like Christmas and is like, that's a pagan holiday, I'm not celebrating, because there's people like that too. I was actually in a relationship with somebody that did not celebrate Christmas.
How did you feel about that?
I really didn't feel no type of way because I really don't like celebrating either. It was times where Like even this year, I've been so busy that I just put my Christmas tree up 2 days ago.
And it used to be up by right after Thanksgiving.
Right after Thanksgiving. It's just, I think I do it based on my moods. And y'all know I got like 3 or 4 Christmas trees and I only put up one. So this year, y'all get one. I really do it for my kids because sometimes I just don't be in the mood.
Yeah, no, trust me, I understand. Especially with working a lot and everything, you just like, for Christmas, I want to unwrap some sleep.
Right.
I want to sleep under that
just
tree.
Be feeling so, man, we so blessed to even wake up to even see the next day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody didn't wake up today to see today. You know what I'm saying? And we don't count our blessings sometimes. And you really, for me, like you just said, I just want to lay in my bed and watch holiday movies.
You want to cry some more?
I want to cry a little bit more. So let's talk about that. Why holidays are harder for multi-faith couples. You know what I'm saying? And then, it's all tied with a person's identity, separate traditions. You might be married to a Muslim and they don't celebrate the holidays. So they might lessen how you celebrate too. Because you're all like, yeah, I'm putting up my Christmas tree. And they like, we not putting up a Christmas tree. So you imagine being married to somebody and you are a holiday person and then you marry somebody who's not. When do you have those conversations? Like, when are we going to, how are we going to celebrate the holidays? Because I feel like that could really lead to some really tension, some real tension.
Wouldn't you think like in the dating stages you would come across those?
I would think so. What do you think?
Those situations, the conversations, when your family's like, why is your husband never at Thanksgiving or never at Christmas? You're like, he don't believe in that.
Yeah, people used to ask me, why is your husband never at church? Same thing.
He don't believe
people
in that.
might be atheists and don't believe in Christmas, going to church. Like, you have to really know who you're married to, right? And I think that when you come from different faiths and different backgrounds, it could seem like you're testing each other's traditions. What you think about that? Like, my tradition is better than yours. I don't have no tradition, so I like, is because I don't have to spend no money on gifts either?
Nah, I think it's really because you can be raised away and still decide not. You could be raised with Christmases and stuff and then grow up and be like, I don't care to do that.
It's a pagan holiday. Somebody who's Saint Nick.
Yeah.
It's funny because I heard that Cardi B said, I was watching the video of her and she said that for her extended family, she buys only for the kids. She makes their holiday special, right? And she said, and she gets upset sometimes because she got to say Santa bought it. And she said, ain't no Santa. I am Santa. You know what I'm saying? We used to feel like that too. Because I was like, here we are struggling to buy y'all everything that y'all want. And we got to lie about Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's crazy. Santa brought it while you were
Santa
asleep.
brought it while you were sleeping. He came down the chimney and he ate the cookies and drank the milk.
Yeah, that's
why do we
trash.
keep up with that?
Man, we need to cancel Santa. We done canceled all this other stuff. Cancel
Santa Claus. Ask Trump to cancel Santa and see what he says.
Breaking into all these houses every night or on Christmas and he just stealing
And
cookies.
he's still, right, he ain't been arrested yet.
Yeah.
Why Santa ain't been arrested?
Yeah, lock his ass up.
Nah, but seriously, on a serious note, like that can cause tension in relationships, right? One partner's holiday being more visible than or highly visible as opposed to the other person. That means that person might feel like you're culturally dominating Christmas, right? Or that, that they may not be as recognized as you, or less recognized or misunderstood. With how they celebrate might be a misunderstanding or misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? What kind of feelings you think can come out of that?
I think you would, y'all would have to come to like some agreement on, hey, these are the holidays that are important to me that I would like us to celebrate. These are the, say Christian and Muslim. Whatever the Muslim ones are, Christian, y'all both pick y'all favorite 2 holidays, and we're going to celebrate them 4 holidays this year.
Right. Yeah.
And hopefully they fall at different times.
Yeah, because it could lead to somebody feeling like, sidelined, basically. Like how you celebrate is not as important as how I celebrate.
Yeah.
I'm putting up my Christmas tree. I'm decorating my yard. I'm putting little stuff around the house. The food is tradition. You know what I'm saying? People want to cook the same thing they cook every year for Christmas. I can't do it. I can't. It's too much pressure. It's pressure to maintain the peace in your family, to go along with what people want. And sometimes you don't
Yeah,
even,
it ain't that serious.
sometimes I don't even want to do it, y'all.
Yeah, we ain't got to.
It creates, conflict. Honestly, you're creating conflict within your family, within your marriage. People, it causes arguments. People can't agree. I know I had a friend of mine that was Muslim, married to an American, and he was just like, I don't want a Christmas tree. I don't want to raise my children thinking there's a Santa Claus. I'm just not gonna do it. And the wife was like, I'm putting up a Christmas tree. I mean, it was a serious argument
So what happened?
in their house. She would put up the tree because it was finally, because the kids. He felt
Yeah.
like, she wins because the kids believe in
Yeah.
Santa Claus. They're hearing about him at school.
It's like just let the kids have fun a little bit. It ain't that. To me, it ain't that serious. If my wife one day wants to celebrate Christmas, then we celebrate Christmas. If she not with it, then we. It ain't,
Yeah, I'm not going to put up a tree if I don't.
Yeah.
If she don't want to put it, really, the woman does everything. I don't see too. I'm not going to say I don't see too many. I don't see too many men holding up traditions, and it usually falls on the woman, especially when you have kids. Like, is it your tradition or is it my tradition? Like, whose tradition are you picking? Because people have different traditions, and there's arguments about whose house you going to. I mean, when you're married to somebody, these are the things you have to think about.
Yeah.
When you're married to somebody, you have to think about, are we going to your mom and dad's house Christmas Eve? And then we're staying at home Christmas Day? Or are we going over there Christmas Day and we're staying at home Christmas Eve? These are the things we had to think about.
Yeah.
And just think, when I was married to your dad, I mean, his mother had to pick whose house she was going to wake up at.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of pressure. And guess what? The kids felt sidelined. Didn't you? As little kids?
Oh yeah, in some ways, but when you really think, when you get older, you realize it ain't as serious as it may feel.
Right, but when you're a child and you guys are crying about it, well, why doesn't my granny come to my house and wake up on Christmas Day? Or why is she always going over to the other kid's house on Christmas Day? Like, those were conversations that you guys don't know, but your dad and I had to have.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember.
Because kids be hurt. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand.
And that's really what it is. When you
It's
get
all
older,
about
you understand
understanding.
Yeah.
I think when you get older, you start to see and understand why things were the way they were, right? Also, when you have two people from a multicultural religious beliefs, or they're multicultural, or they have, different beliefs, there's uncomfortable questions that come up in family conversations during the holidays.
Like
are you
what?
going to convert to being Muslim? You know what I'm saying? If your boyfriend's Muslim, his family's going to ask you, are you going to convert? What if you're just a person that doesn't go to church on Sundays? They might say, are you going to start coming to church more because you went during the holidays?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It's assuming participation.
Yeah.
It's Christmas Day, you came to church. It's New Year's Eve, you came to church.
Yeah, what about every other Sunday?
What about coming to church every Sunday?
Yeah.
Do you not think those are conversations that happen?
I'm never trying to have that conversation. But yeah, I imagine it does happen, but that's just something you got to know and discuss before you get married. So they know, I'm not going to be a church person.
Yeah, but it still puts you in the hot seat.
Hey, that's
You know what I'm saying? You're in the hot seat for that day because
Yeah.
now the family is asking you, where you are with your religious beliefs, your thoughts. Are you going to start going to church? Are you not? Those types of things.
I work doubles on Sundays.
Oh, that's going to be your excuse?
Yeah, it's easy to get out of that. I work double every Sunday except for New Year's Eve and Christmas.
I mean, it's about being able to balance respect, between families, and gaining an understanding of everybody's not going to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being able to put up boundaries too, because I feel like people.
And I'd rather somebody be genuine in what they believe than me trying to force something on somebody and they doing it because they think that that's what you want them to do.
Right. Yeah, I believe that too. I mean, you got to think. If you, I know for myself, if I was in a situation where I'm married to somebody and my family is pressuring them, I feel like I have to become like their advocate or defend them in some type of way.
The person you're with.
Yeah, the person I'm with, because then I become defensive because I'm defending this person.
And now neither one of y'all going to church on Sunday.
None of us is going to church. And we ain't even speaking to the family no more because y'all just too much pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's also... what we talked about, like decorating rituals and symbols of becoming emotional, symbols become emotional. So the trees, right? The nativity scenes. People put nativity scenes up. We used to put a nativity scene up. What seems very small, it could be really big. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're Muslim and you're putting a nativity scene outside.
Yeah, because what did the Muslim nativity scenes do?
And if you, oh man, I don't.
The Christian ones are like the cradle. And
right,
the
with baby
okay.
Jesus and all that stuff. So it's those things, I mean, it could be emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it probably sucks having to be
even if you're Jewish and somebody's praying at the dinner table.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I heard somebody talking about he has a Muslim driver. Like somebody on a podcast was saying he has a Muslim driver. And he be mad when he get to the car, and because they got to pray 5 times a day. Like he'll stop. They supposed to be somewhere, and he'll stop and pray.
Right, exactly. People's
like,
prayer and rituals.
Yeah.
That's a prayer. That's, the same thing. It's their custom. Like you want to make sure you're being respectful, right? Yeah. And these they seem like it's just little minute things, but they're really big things.
Yeah.
Because it's your cultural and your spiritual belief. You know what I'm saying? And even, okay, you go into your girlfriend's house and she's Puerto Rican and they having pernil, which is pork shoulder for dinner with some arroz con gandules. And guess what? You don't eat pork.
Yeah, like,
it's a dietary custom.
Yeah.
You like,
I guess I'm just
all
eating
y'all
rice.
eating is ham and pork. Where's the chicken and where's the turkey? There is none because some people have their own customs. You know what I'm saying?
So have you ever dated somebody that was a different religion, or they just
no?
didn't
But I did have
holidays?
a guy that came to dinner. Okay, so I was dating this guy, and he came to dinner. I'll never forget this. And we didn't have dinner at my mother's house. I invited him to dinner at my mom's friend's house, and she was Panamanian too. But it was weird for him because. We're going to have the purple potato salad. We're going to have rice and beans or rice, arroz con gandules. We had arroz con coco. And then, of course, we had a turkey and ham. But he was like, where the collard greens? Where the mac and cheese? Baby, they don't make that.
Yeah, we ain't got that here.
They made that. She made some fried rice, some chicken fried rice for you, though. But it was funny because he was like, what is it? This is not the traditional Thanksgiving meal. And it wasn't. We're not going to have that. We're going to have empanadas, bollos, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to eat. We're not eating the same thing. So that's different for people. That's dietary. That's a dietary custom. We're going to have the Spanish food. That's why on Thanksgiving, I'd be like, we can have soul food on Thanksgiving. But Christmas, I want to eat my own food. I want to make some, some Spanish stuff. So, but people feel, arguments can happen around the food, the decorating, you know what I'm saying? Because it's symbolism. It symbolizes something to somebody.
Can't you combine them though? Can't you combine the religions to be fair?
I think that people want to feel respected and they want what they believe in to feel respected. And I think that when we don't value or we don't acknowledge that, they feel disrespected. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was married to your dad for 17 years, and I didn't ever make potato salad on Christmas. Traditionally, I gravitated toward his customs, and it took away from my own. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like it was disrespectful, but I felt like because my traditions were different they weren't valued.
Yeah. Did y'all ever have a conversation about it though?
I don't think we ever did. I was so young. It didn't, it was just like, I'm a mother. I have sons. Like, I just gravitated to what he was doing. And even though I was the planner, I'm sure he wouldn't have gotten mad about it. But I just felt like, and then after 17 years, who gonna change what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there is a fear of being erased. I always feared of being erased, though. Even my friends would be like, you don't cook Spanish food? I do cook Spanish food. I really do. But it's like, I made pollo guisado tonight. I made stewed chicken tonight, right? So it's like, yeah, I cook Spanish food. But I was married to an African-American man. I just adapted his culture over mine, which you should never do that because you feel minimized. And you have the fear of being erased. I don't want my culture to be watered down with you guys. I want y'all to embrace being Panamanian. You know what I'm saying? But if you're only sticking to your African American roots, your black roots, then we are being slowly erased because as you move on, you may marry a black woman and you might not marry a Latino woman. So you have to learn to make your own traditions, but include the both your black roots and your Latino roots. I really think that, that should be done. I didn't make flan on Christmas. I didn't make tres leches on Christmas. I always stuck to, the black traditions.
You think it was also just because of where we were? It wasn't even a lot of Latin people in Baltimore that I know of.
That. No, I mean, you're right. It wasn't. But wasn't a lot of Panamanians in Baltimore for sure. And I grew up with a Panamanian mother, but I had, like with her too, she made sure that we understood the Panamanian, customs, but also she was married to a Puerto Rican man. Yeah, so she always, she brought both customs, together.
Yeah, that's what I feel like
and
you should do.
You have to do that, when you move on and get married, make sure that you are doing that with and if you don't know what they are, research them and start adopting some of those customs in your own life, in your own traditions. Yeah, those are conversations that need to be had. The conversations, there should be, future questions about the holidays and how you'll celebrate. What will we do when we're married? I'm, Panamanian and black. You're Puerto Rican and black. Like, how are we going to bridge those customs? Same thing with Sean and Chelsea. Like, how are you bridging those customs? Don't erase who you are, to, pick someone's customs over yours. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like maybe that had to do with like the military life too, just traveling around. So much, your friends, who you choose as your friends, all of that stuff. You got to think about, how are we going to celebrate when we get married? How will we raise our kids? What will we do with them? Whose traditions are going to come first? If there should be a first or a second, why can't it just be two people together celebrating traditions, right? What do you think about that?
No, I think that, that's why I asked, why can't you just merge everything as one? But also, I don't believe a lot of this stuff anyway, so it's like, whatever makes the most sense or whatever. Yeah, because, a lot of this is just some...
Yeah, but that's being flexible. You don't want to be too flexible either. I mean,
if it was up to
I'm
me,
not saying not be too flexible, but I'm just saying there's one person has to be more flexible than the other.
Or it could be 50-50.
That's why I say now, as I've moved on out of my marriage, now I say, okay, I understand you guys celebrate your black heritage on Thanksgiving. I don't mind cooking collard greens and neck bones or none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And mac and cheese. And I don't mind cooking none of that stuff. But on the holidays, when it comes to Christmas, I want to be able to celebrate that. With my mom being gone, I want to be able to celebrate it as a traditional Panamanian meal. You know what I'm saying? And we don't do it all the time. Because sometimes we be burnt out by the time Christmas comes and we just want to order some food. Like you be burnt out. You're working. You're not taking time really to take time off. There's people that take the whole week of Christmas off. I don't do that. And it's probably because I don't have small kids at home. Your father would be off for at least the whole week because he would take time off to be at home. You know what I'm saying? Wrapping gifts. He was more into wrapping gifts than I was. Honestly, I was like, I don't even know how to rap. Go to your sister's house and have her help you rap these games, really. It's an emotional labor, and it often can be kind of uneven.
Yeah, just what holidays?
An emotion, it's a labor of love, but an imbalance too. When you have two people from different cultures, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you and your partner need to be able to translate your tradition, what your traditions are, especially around if you want to have children. And sometimes that might take, depending on how your spouse or your partner has grown up. What traditions do they have? And then merge those traditions. Educate your family on how you're going to move forward as a couple.
Yeah, or even make your own tradition. Make some new tradition. That's what I was about to say. It's like
make your own
two
traditions
people come
too.
Together. Let's make our own tradition. This is what we about to do as a family.
We're about to do that. I think that's a great idea. You don't have to do what your parents did before you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? At first, when we first thought about I think the last 2 years, I haven't made a turkey. I was like, at first I was opposed to, oh no, I can't have nobody make my turkey. But now I'm like, I don't give a damn.
They can make everything if they want, right?
They can make all the food because I don't want to do it. I'm just not that person anymore.
Yeah.
I used to be a Betty Crocker, be in the kitchen baking pies and bread, and I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah, you should be able to grow and make things easier.
And prioritize what's important to you.
Yeah, it's like, man, Thanksgiving is about all of us being together. It don't matter who made this food.
Who made what and where we are, as long as we are together. I feel like Christmas is like that too.
Yeah.
As long as we're together as a family, that's the most important thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to make sure that you're, like I said, you and your partner need to have the conversations before you get married on how you will spend your holidays.
I think
that's very important because she's going to have her parents. You're going to have your parents. People want to spend holidays in their homes.
For real.
They don't want to leave. They're like, Mom and Dad, come over here. That's awkward because you usually come to Mom and Dad's house.
But do you think that the parents should feel some type of way or should they understand?
I think the parents should allow you to be a family. When you get married, you become one. I'm going to respect what you decide to do with your wife. And if that means that I have to get out of my bed and come over to your house, I'll come over to your house because now it's not just you and your wife. If you have children, I don't want my grandkids to have to come out in the cold to come see me. I'll just come to your house and spend the night with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, but it's a conversation so nobody feels resentment. Because people feel resentment when things are not done their way. And if you don't talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Or they feel unheard or unseen. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just have conversations before it get too serious.
Yeah, exactly. Discuss which holidays are most important to you, which holidays are most important to her. It's about, when you become a family with somebody, it's about your immediate family in that moment. You know what I'm saying? You got to lay down the boundaries. What are negotiables? What are non-negotiables? How you want to spend your holidays with who. What participation looks like, who you're inviting. You might not want to. When your father was in the military, I hosted Christmas at my house, dinner and Thanksgiving dinner at my house all the time. I would be in the kitchen all day cooking for soldiers that didn't have anywhere to go. And I enjoyed that at that time. I enjoyed it. But I had my own family too. Sometimes you just want to be quiet and don't. That's why I'm not opposed to doing Christmas Eve and then just being at home Netflixing and chilling on Christmas Day. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? So just, like I said, present a united front with your partner so that people can respect the boundaries that you put in place, the holidays, how you're going to spend the holidays. I think that's very, very important. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And don't allow anybody to come in and intervene or express their beliefs on you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Both of y'all need to feel respected, during the holidays. It should never be one-sided, ever. So just remember that. I think that's very, very important. What do you think about buying gifts? And this kind of goes into another thing. But how do you, say you've been dating somebody, maybe you just started to get to know this person, but maybe 3 months. You're 3 months in. Do you feel like at 3 months in that you have to buy a person a gift? What do you think? Or is that a conversation too?
I don't think you have to, but if you like the person, you want them to feel special, why not? Why? I don't think you ever have to buy anybody anything. But I think you should do it truly because you want to. And it should be always genuine.
From your heart.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like, oh.
So you shouldn't even be expecting a gift from the other
yeah.
person.
I never expect a gift. I'll always tell them I don't want nothing. I got everything I need, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, never that. But I think if you genuinely care about somebody and you want to see them smile, you should definitely get them something because it's the thought that counts. It ain't about, when you're saying buying a gift, it don't got to be nothing crazy.
So do you think that, because I feel like I ain't buying you no gift unless you buy me a gift.
That's funny. Look, that's that pettiness, right?
I'm petty.
Look, that's the pettiness.
I'm Virgo, petty ass Virgo. No, but serious, because I feel like I am a gift giver.
Uh-huh.
And I don't put no limitations on how I feel about giving somebody a gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's somebody close to me and dear to me that I love. Like, I'm not going to be selfish. But some people don't view gifts as important.
Uh-huh.
They just get you whatever. And I'm like, that's not,
Nah,
I
it
don't
gotta
want
mean
whatever.
something.
I want something thoughtful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The price don't matter. It just got to be
Because people
something.
say, it's the thought that counts. No, it ain't. It ain't about the thought that counts. It's the price that counts. No, I'm just kidding. But people always say that it's the thought that counts,
Yeah.
and it's not about the price. But do you think that that's a true statement?
I think that's true. I think it's true. It got to be really thoughtful. It can't just be anything. It has to be something that really this person is gonna appreciate.
Because I think there is I don't know. I feel like if you're seeing somebody, what do you call seeing somebody though? Do you feel like if you're dating somebody, specifically dating that person, you're only dating that person and y'all are talking on the phone every
like
day,
boyfriend,
y'all are
girlfriend or
establishing a relationship, you're getting to know one another, should you be buying that person a gift for Christmas 3 months in?
Is it official or unofficial? Like, is it your boyfriend, girlfriend?
It's unofficial.
If it's unofficial,
No.
If it's unofficial, you don't have to, but they probably would appreciate it. Like, they're probably not even looking for it, and they'll probably be surprised if it's not official. But if it's official, then
So are they
show her
going
how
to
you feel
surprise
about it.
me? Or
Huh?
should that be a conversation?
Huh?
Should it be a conversation between two people and saying, hey, are we going to exchange gifts? If we are, this is the expectation around
could
gift
be.
exchange.
It could be, but also do what your heart feels. Like, don't think so much about it.
Don't
Why are
think-
you putting rules? Like,
I don't know. Because I feel like, because I'm natural. I think there's people that are naturally givers.
Yeah.
And I feel, not the saying that the person will take advantage or anything, but there are people that are naturally givers.
Yeah, be a
And it
giver
feels
then.
good to give sometimes without expectation of getting something back. But sometimes you do expect something back. No? Or am I saying that?
It could be true, but I think
What?
I think it's different even just between men and women with giving gifts and stuff. Because how you're saying givers, like,
There's
men
people
don't-
that are naturally givers and give. I think there's also, couples have to provide like a gift budget. I think that in a relationship, you should be, so that it feels even, like an even exchange. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess that might just be me.
Yeah, it sound like somebody done made you mad before, and you like, I don't never want to feel like this. You done bought somebody
I don't wanna-
something,
yeah, and they didn't buy me
bring you
nothing back.
and then now you taking it out on.
Don't do that.
No,
Like,
I say just be.
where my
genuine.
damn gift at?
That's funny.
No, but I do think that, the holidays are stressful anyway. And, like you said, give from your heart. Don't give with the intention on getting
Yeah.
anything back. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Because I'm naturally a giving person. I don't expect anything in exchange. If I give you something, it's because I care about you.
And that's what
If
I'm
I
saying.
cook you something, it's because I care about you. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't care enough about me to buy me a gift for Christmas, like, I'm just kidding.
You talking to three of y'all out there.
I'm talking to a couple of y'all. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously though, I think that we need to sometimes, people's financial abilities are different.
That too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, even in exchange of gifts, like if you do, what's the exchange? What is
Like
it called?
Something Santa, Secret Santa?
Not just the Secret Santa, but there's another one where you kind of exchange, you pick names and you kind of exchange gifts with people.
I
But
thought
there's
that's what
always
Secret
a
Santa
budgetary confinement around that.
Yeah, it's always like $20 or $50.
$20 to $50, right? We do that. Yeah, we do it at work too.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have to definitely set boundaries to gift giving, even in a relationship, so it doesn't feel uneven. I buy you a car, but you buy me a towel
That's funny.
or a blow dryer to dry my hair. Like, that's not the same. we ain't equally yoked. Honestly, but seriously though, I mean, I think that if you're dating somebody, it's new. You should ask them and say, hey, I know we're not officially dating, but I don't want the pressure of buying you a gift. And I don't want you to feel the pressure of buying me a gift if it's not official. And if we are exchanging gifts, what's the monetary boundary that you want to set?
And then that's when you hear her be like, what's she going to say? Based on the stuff we seen on IG. Oh, he put a price on the gift.
Oh my God. No, but seriously, you have to. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like the relationship is new. You really don't know this person. You don't know. I mean, you're learning them, right? As you go along. Maybe it's only been a month and you've only been seeing, like, you're heavily dating this person. If you're with somebody and you're not heavily dating them, then I wouldn't worry about buying them a gift or not. If it comes out of your heart, of course, because you feel like, okay, sure, I'll do this for you. I'm just a giving person. I feel like, but you have to set your boundaries too, because you don't want to feel resentment because the person hasn't gotten you a gift. You didn't exchange gifts, right?
Yeah.
Is that funny?
Yeah, it's just funny because it sounds like it's coming from some trauma or something. It sounds like it's coming from a specific.
No, but I feel like people take advantage too, though.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel prioritized if you're with somebody and they don't buy you a gift for Christmas or even your birthday.
And see, I don't be a celebrator like that.
No.
We just go get some food.
I'm celebrating. I am celebrating.
So that's what I was saying. It also is like your personal beliefs.
I just want to be able to enjoy the holidays without feeling overwhelmed to have to do something for somebody that I barely know. Mm-hmm. I've only known you for, say, 4 months. I don't feel like that's enough time to invest in buying somebody a gift. But I feel like some people put the pressure on, like, it's the holidays. Are we give? I think it's a conversation. Hey, I like you, but are you buying me a gift? Because I don't want to feel the pressure. Don't buy me a gift because I don't. There's people that say, don't buy me a gift because I don't want the pressure of it. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
And then when they pop up with a gift and then you really was like, dang, I told you not to get me nothing. Now you got pressure on you because you didn't get them nothing.
Man,
I don't know. It
know.
Sound like pressure either way to me. I say just be genuine.
Just be genuine. Just be yourself. If it's in your heart, just do it.
In your heart,
I remember one time I was dating this guy. Now, I was dating this guy. We wasn't really dating. We were just seeing each other. Mm-hmm. But when I went to his house, it always smelled like feet. Mm-hmm. Because he was a cop, so he always had these black boots. I felt like his apartment always smelled like feet. So I bought him not some plugins, but they were like plugins. I got them from Bed Bath & Beyond. Not Bed Bath & Beyond. I got them from Bath & Body Works. Mm-hmm. And there are these little plugs that you plug in and you put the little candle wax on top and it burns. And it smells good. So I gave that to him for Christmas. I didn't expect anything in return. I was like, all right, I'll be over there. Let me make this place smell good. Because it does. And I like smells. Mm-hmm. I like to walk in a room and it smells different. You know what I'm saying? I like to smell fresh or whatever. Not like food. I don't like the smell of food. I want to smell a candle burning, lemon or zest or something. Mm-hmm. But every time I went in there, it smelled like damn feet. So I bought him for Christmas. I'll never forget this. And I didn't know him that long. I probably had only been maybe August. So I met him in August, right around my birthday. September, October, November, December. So that's 4 months till Christmas. So I bought these things for him for his thing. I bought him the little candle thing, the
wax
plug-in
melter,
candle
yeah.
thing. I bought him because he never had a corkscrew for the wine to open the wine. He was always doing something to get the wine cork out. I bought him intentional now, very intentional on what I felt like it was intentional.
Yeah.
Because I pay attention. So intentionally, I bought him a wine opener. And then I bought the little wine thing that you put on top of the wine bottle.
Keep it fresh.
To keep it fresh. I bought 2 wine glasses. He always drinking out of a regular cup. But he was a bachelor, okay, guys?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong. He was a bachelor. But I thought I was very intentional. Do you know when I gave him the gift, he was like, what is this? It's just some random stuff. So I had to kind of, because now you done made me mad.
See, this is why
This is why I'm
now it
backflash.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But I was mad because I was like, random.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything in that moment when I gave it to him. But when we went to his house, I said, I started explaining to him why. Let me show you why I bought this for you, mister. So I was like, well, when I come into your house, it smells like feet. So I bought you 2 plugins, one for your living room and one for your bedroom. Because it might have been just dirty laundry sometimes. Because men will throw their dirty laundry around and don't care. So I plugged them in and I said, this will make your apartment smell good. He was like, oh. Then I was like, go in the kitchen. We do the, he goes to open the thing. I said, this is the wine open. Showed him how to use it, how to put the thing. These are 2 glasses, so you're not. And he was like, "Oh, this is very intentional." He was like, "I apologize because I felt like they were just random items. Why is she gifting me these random? It's not a random gift, sir. I've been paying attention to your stinking ass feet, and that you don't have no wine glasses to drink out of, and no wine opener or a little corkscrew."
This is where it comes from. This is why she's like, I ain't buying no more gifts.
This is exactly where it comes from. I'm not buying anybody no gifts.
See, look, I knew it was something.
Of this. Honestly. But no, he said it felt unintentional. But then when I explained it to him, of course, he was like, oh, you bought everything with such intention.
You know, a lot of people don't pay attention.
I pay attention.
Yeah,
I'm very analytical.
It's a lot of people that don't pay attention. So when you know, it might feel random. You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
But if you're a real listener and always...
I felt like, how does he not know his feet stink?
Yeah.
How do you not know you don't have a... he never said when he opened the gift, he never said, oh, I don't have a bottle opener. You don't even know you don't even have a wine opener because you've been using that knife to take that cork out for so long. It wasn't even a knife. You know what he was using? What? You ever see those metal shish kebab things? Oh, yeah, he was pushing it through and pulling it out. Dude, what are you doing? You're going to hurt yourself doing that. And here I am being intentional. Yeah, but I remember complaining to Katrina about it. I was like, Katrina, do you know he said that my gifts didn't feel intentional? I had to tell him why I bought these gifts. She was like, oh my God, this is so crazy. But he did not, and I didn't care that he didn't, but he was like, nah, I feel bad because I didn't buy you anything. It's okay because I was paying attention to what you needed. You know what I'm saying? And what these items, honestly, the items didn't cost more than $20.
Exactly. But
they were helpful.
He still got that corkscrew right now.
I bet you he do.
Yeah.
And I bet you every woman after me didn't smell his damn feet. Because he had, I hope he went, I said, you just got to go to the store. Walmart sells these little things. Or if you want to go to Bath and Body Works, you can. But Walmart sells them too. All you got to do is put, because I think I had bought him like vanilla because it was the holidays, vanilla and some like manly scent, like oak or something like that. And then he was like, oh my God, this was so great. He was like, then he just tell me like, my apartment smells so good.
Look.
Really, dude?
Yeah, that random gift got your apartment smelling good.
Random gifts.
Look.
And really, it was funny because me and Katrina was out and I was like, oh, I'm going to get these for such and such. And she was like, oh, you buying him a gift? I said, yeah, it's not, but $20. I added everything. I was like, $20. And he really could use this stuff, like really. And I ain't even mad. I still know him today. I should ask him for my gifts back.
Yeah, no, get them gifts back.
But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of pressure during the holidays. Don't let the pressure of the holidays, damper or make it feel heavily weighted because you feel like you have to do something for somebody.
Yeah.
You don't. Now, if you do it with intention and you do it from the kindness of your heart, because there are people that are natural gift givers and they love to make somebody smile or feel good. It's okay to do that. You know what I'm saying? I actually gave, my company was giving 200% donation. If you donated money to a cause, they were matching it by 200%.
Oh, yeah.
So I did that, you know what I'm saying, to a local organization. I did do that. But I was just like, you know what? I want to be able to give something too. Like, just do it because that's who you are and it's
Yeah.
coming from your heart. Don't feel obligated to do it. And I might just buy my little friend a gift. I don't know yet. I'm still debating.
Look, you still got 12 days to decide.
12 days till Christmas?
Yeah, about that.
Oh boy. Okay, that's a lot of pressure, y'all. I hope everyone is getting their Christmas toys. If you got kids, your Christmas list for your loved ones together, and you have a family to celebrate with. You keep up your traditions. Enjoy the holidays. I know it's hard for some of us. We're depressed because we may not have the same family we had when we initially started, right? And that becomes hard too. You don't celebrate the same. I feel like I don't celebrate the same either. I used to keep my tree up till January 11th. I don't even do that anymore. That was my mom's tradition. I'm like, for what? You know what I'm saying? But I did buy a little bird for my tree that makes noise. That was her thing. Growing up, we had a little bird in our tree. It made a bird noise, and I found one on Amazon.
Oh, for real?
And
Yeah,
I put
that's
it on my tree this year.
Okay.
So I have to turn it on. Nori was
Traditions.
looking all over the place like,
Yeah,
where's
what
that
is
bird
that?
at?
Yeah, where that's at?
But that was a tradition that I'm going to pass on to you guys to do for
Okay.
your trees. You know, the little bird chirping. But we used to hear it on Christmas mornings, the little bird chirping.
Okay.
And she kept that tradition forever and ever and ever. So I just did that. It's funny because me and Ramon were saying, I wonder where she got that bird. And he was like, I wonder if they sell it on Amazon. And we started looking on Amazon. And I bought it last year, but I didn't use. I don't know if it came too late and I just didn't use it. But this year when I was putting up my small tree, I had everything in the box. And I was like, here is the little bird.
Yep.
And I'm going to start using this every year. Because it just brings back memories, childhood memories. So just do anything that just makes you happy
Feel
in
good
this
and
season.
happy, yeah.
And make you feel good. Makes your family feel good. Don't feel the pressure of other people. The pressure of going in debt to buy gifts.
Exactly.
Kids don't care. Kids have a whole list of items that they want. Pick one or two that you can afford. Don't go into debt trying to get stuff. Just say, Santa Claus, hey, we're in an inflation right now.
Yeah.
Let the kids know.
Yeah.
It's inflation.
Blame it on Santa since they think
Just say Santa
getting
can't
them all
afford
this-
stuff. The elves are sick. They couldn't make a lot of toys.
Yeah,
You just gotta, don't go into debt trying to buy gifts, right? I feel like people do that all the time around the holidays, and then you're trying to get yourself out of debt the whole entire time. It's not worth it.
whole
Love
year
is
and-
more important, and family is more important, and togetherness, and and just spending quality time together. Make that the focus of the holiday season, and not gift giving and gift buying. And I think that's more important than anything, right? As we walk away from this episode, I wish everyone. Are we back before Christmas? I think we are back before
Yeah, I
Christmas.
believe so.
I'll see y'all a couple more times.
Yeah, it's probably
One
like
more
right
time
around New
before
Year's or
Christmas
something.
or right around New Year's. So wishing everyone a happy and safe holiday. Start your own traditions. Don't let the stress of the holidays make you stressed out that you can't enjoy them. Enjoy your family and friends. Love you guys at Titi's House Podcast.